And it triggers, milled out. I can't believe we succeeded on that. I'll make this into a video just for this one victory right here. Holy crap. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we're running mono black, because I love running mono black, and I love doing it, and I love seeing black, and I love doing all the things that black involves. And we're going to be running one of my favorite mono black archetypes, which is Clerics. Clerics, Reanimator, or Dark Sacrifice, or even Dark Ritual, if you will. One of my favorite cards of all time right there, Dark Ritual, as you may or may not know. So we're going to be doing this one, and we want to thank a good friend in the Discord, Cassius K, who came up. He said, Jay, have you run a Clerics deck yet? There's a lot of new good Clerics. And I said, you know what? You're right. We actually have a pretty good Cleric Demon Sacrifice thing going on right here. So I know I've been banging the Demon drum pretty hard, but man, I love Demon decks. So let's get down to this one, guys. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, the like and subscribe will brutally maul you and rip you apart for not doing that, for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Either one, we'd love to have you there. Hit that bell, you'll be notified when we go live. Check out our Discord community. Yes, you too can check out our Discord community, and you can post your deck, and I might actually run it, because I like to look at my Discord for deck ideas. We love to see them there. If people have great ideas that I miss, I'm only one man, so you can help me out. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub in case you want a copy of it. And I'd love to invite you to my second channel, where we're doing paper pack openings. Yeah. I'm getting back heavy into paper magic. We just opened a DUSKMOURN box. We got some Commander products to open. We got a few other videos on there. So check that out too in case you like paper magic and Commander. So all that being said, what are we going to be running here? Well, it's going to be Clerics. And I think that a Cleric that got overlooked is going to be Shadowrite Priest, and he's kind of the main guy of this one. So first things first, the kill cards. Unfortunately, we live in a society, bottom text, where we have to have 1,000... we just have to have artillery shells loaded. Mono red being what it is, I think you're going to have to go with Cut Down and Bitter Triumph being there. Bitter Triumph, I know it's a meme, and I know I ran it yesterday, but damn, discarding for the Mild Mutilator and the Valgavoth Terror Eater, I think is one of our best things going right here, especially if we're going to be running Resurrection or getting them out back. It's perfectly fine to have that discard or life loss right there. So that's what I'm going to be running. Live or Die is an emergency removal, but I don't think it's that good of an idea. I don't think it's emergency. It's mostly for that instant Reanimator ability right there. But either way, I think you need at least that. And there's a lot of other options you can do for kill cards as well. Going into the Clerics, well, Evolve Sleeper is one that people used to play this constantly, and he kind of fell out of favor. He's a human. But he's secretly a Phyrexian. So he starts as a human, 1 black, 1/1, but you pay 1 black, he becomes a Cleric with 2/2. He becomes a Cleric with Death Touch. If you pay more, 1 black and 1, he becomes a 3/3 Phyrexian human Cleric. And then you can keep adding 1/1 to him if you keep playing 2 black and 1, and you get to draw a card and lose 1 life. So he is the super sleeper agent from the Phyrexia right there, which I love the idea of sleeper agents. They're very fun. So he becomes a Cleric, which is very useful when we're pulling off the Shadowrite Priest combination play right there. And just a good blocker overall, just to give him that, immediately give him that Death Touch and be able to draw cards off him. Valgi's Faithful. Valgavoth's Faithful. You know what we do right here. 1 black, 1/1. You pay 3 and 1 black. You sacrifice him, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield only as a sorcery, but still as an uncommon instant resurrector. We love having cultists. We love having cultists sacrificing themselves to bring back great demons. I think that is a very fun combination play right there. I like to see that kind of line of play. It just makes sense, you know? So we're going to have the Vile Mutilator and the Valgavoth Terror Eater to bring back. But really, you could stuff any kind of flavor of cheese you want in there, man. If you want to bring something back, bring it back. If there's a large black creature that you want to resurrect, I mean, I'm not mad at you for bringing anything back in this for the clerics. The demons are fun. They're my preference. But again, it's kind of like choose your own filling. You know what I mean? Like whatever kind of flavor you want. You want to put big boy vampires in there. I don't care either, man. Choose whatever kind of big monster you want to You can bring back Doomsday Excruciator, Pit Viper, whatever you want. You want to bring back, you want to bring back Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. That's not a bad target either. Whatever you want to bring back, bring it back. I'm not mad at you for doing it. Vein Ripper, not a bad idea. You want to lean into the vampire thing and do Vein Ripper? Sure, I'm not mad at you. The whole point is that we want to bring back creatures, and we want to resurrect super powerful, super aggressive like that. Now, the fun thing about him is that if you get him down, he only costs 4 to trigger his ability. He could do 5. He could do 5. You could pay 1, and then immediately, he doesn't need to tap, so he's not hit by Summoning Sickness. But getting him immediately on turn 4 is just very useful, resurrecting something that quickly. So we're going to go with Lively Dirge as well, because it's not enough that these people die for us one time. They need to die over and over and over again for us. Being able to resurrect some of our smaller clerics, like Preacher, like bringing back an Evolved Sleeper and a Preacher of the Schism for 4, extremely useful. Or searching our library for our card and putting it into our graveyard specifically for a resurrection, also very useful. So Lively Dirge fits very nicely into this kind of combination play right there. We could sacrifice Valgs, immediately bring him back next turn and sacrifice him again. In a never-ending cycle of demonic life and death. Who doesn't like that? Shadowrite Priest. Hey, it's not enough that we have one way to resurrect. I think people forgot about this crazy-looking guy right here. 1 white and 1, 2/2. Other clerics you control get +1/+1. So he's got the pump right there. He's great to pump with a Preacher of the Schism, Evolved when he's a cleric, and Valgavoth, he actually pumps him up a little bit too, the more of them you have out. People always forget about that. His second ability, which is pay 5, 2 black and 3, sacrifice another cleric, search your library for a black card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. So you can get any black card, put it onto the battlefield, any black creature card, put it on the battlefield. So you have Valgies and you have the Shadowrite Priest, both unholy rituals, maybe even dark rituals, that will bring back any of our monstrous demons right here, which is extremely useful. Collector's Vault, yeah, it's fine. I think this is a fine way to draw and ramp. It's a great little draw engine right there. To draw, ramp, and put stuff in the graveyard is not a bad idea. I'm not too mad at it for there. You could go with 1 if you don't want to go more. If you wanted to go more Unholy Annex, I'd get it, why you'd want to do that. But either one is perfectly fine. Workhorse, probably one of my favorite mono black cards right here at Preacher of the Schism. This is the mono black Workhorse right here. I love this guy. Vampire Cleric, 2/4, 1 black and 2 Death Touch. He's out of cutdown range for a 3, which is already useful. He's Death Touch, which is great for blocking. And whenever he attacks players with the most life or tied for the most life, you create a vampire token, and then if you have the most life, you lose a life and draw a card. So if you're under, he's going to help you get back up, and he gives you vampires. And if he's below, he's going to let you draw cards. Yeah, if you're under life, he'll make that, and if you're above, he's going to let you draw cards off top of that too. Drawing cards is kind of a big thing in this, is if you notice. There's kind of a lot of card draw stuff right here. Between Collector's Vault and Unholy Annex and Preacher, we are kind of trying to get the card superiority to make sure that we can get what we need when we need it and hit the strike. Live or Die. I think that you could go with one of these. You could go with none too and load more resurrection targets, but it has come in clutch pretty good right here. 5 total, 3 and 2 black. Instant speed resurrection, so you can instantly destroy something. Again, we don't really want to use it to that. That's the clutch. That's instant speed removal there. However, instant speed resurrection is so dangerous. I can't tell you how many times I've tricked people with this. They say, oh, I'm swinging in with whatever, and I immediately resurrect Vile Mutilator or Valgavoth on them, and they run head first right into a Terror Eater. Like, that is just... that's brick wall territory right there. They're just like, I'm going to swing in, and you just go bloof, and then he pops, and then they're like, oh no, and then they run right head first into him. We gain 9 life. It's bad. So you can really shock people with Live or Die. It is expensive, but it is very funny when we do that as well. So, by the way, this Shadowrite Priest right here, speaking of instant speed, that's not activate only as a sorcery. This one is sorcery. You could activate this whenever you want it. So if you could do the same thing with a Live or Die with Shadowrite, if you have like any other cleric, you could just immediately tap and play that in the middle of the opponent's turn and immediately resurrect Valk. So that is a very fun run right there. Vile Mutilator, he's kind of a mini Invoke Despair. He's our Invoke Despair consolation prize. He's 7, 6/5, flying and trample, which is really good. If you're going to hard cast him for 7, 2 black and 5, but you have to sacrifice an enchantment or creature, we usually have fodder to do that with. Vile Mutilator enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature enchantment and sacrifices a non-token creature. So they have to lose an enchantment and a creature, which can be pretty devastating early to mid-game if we get him out pretty quick. Plus, he looks metal as hell. Look at that. That guy's awesome. Unholy Annex. If we're running demons and we want to draw, Unholy Annex is where it is. 1 black and 2. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control the demon, lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, lose 2 life. You know, an Unholy Annex in a Ritual Chamber is exactly where dark rituals would be taking place. You know what I mean? This is where clerics would be hanging out doing evil things. So it just makes sense to put it in. We have enough demons that this is worth it. We can get that nice gain and drain off the back end right there. I'm not mad about it. And then, of course, we have Ritual Chamber, which is 3 and 2, 5 total, and we get a 6/6 flying demon right there. Very, very fun stuff to resurrect him and then immediately get the gain and drain off and get extra cards each turn. Honestly, I'm liking this card more than Phyrexian Arena. I know that's controversial. Everyone loves Phyrexian Arena. I kind of like this more. I'll take the bigger hit for the potential better upside and maybe the demon down the road. So great for recovering from wipes as well when we can put out a 6/6 flying demon later if we get board wiped a lot. So that's that. And then, of course, Valgavoth Terror Eater. What needs to be said about him? We ran him a couple days ago, but I love running him, man. Elder Demon, you can't go wrong with that. 6 and 3, 9/9. He is a 9/9/9/9/9/9. Max damage all day, 9/9/9. Elder Demon, flying, lifelink, and ward. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. He is not easy to get rid of. They have to sacrifice a lot to him. And then if a card we don't control would put an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, either by discarding, mill, dying, you exile it. During our turn, we can play the cards exiled if playing with life. When Valgavoth is on the board, everything belongs to him. If it dies, if it disappears, if it tries to go away, no, it doesn't. It belongs to him, and he can use it for his own schemes, which is insanely powerful. He's hard to get rid of. A lot of people, when you successfully pull off resurrecting him or doing something crazy with him right here and just bringing him back over and over again, people just scoop. When they see him, when he hits the board, people go, oh, well, he's here. I better just, thank you for your time, sir. I'll be on my way. Because they just know it's over. So that's very fun right there. We look at the statistics, 23 creatures, 12 clerics, 12 humans, and a smattering of demons, as one does with a dark ritual. Elders and vampires on there as well. Pretty concise. 7 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 2 enchantments, 24 lands altogether. I think right there with a 3.4 average. I would ignore that. We're going to be trying to resurrect. I know the high CMC right there makes you want to run 25. You can run 25 if you want, if you're feeling a little mana starved. I'm not going to be mad at you, but really what we're going to be trying to be doing is resurrecting demons as fast as we can using the cleric combination plays, and that's what's going to be fun about that. Sunken Citadel, yeah, I think one of those is fine. Fountain Port is fine too for the artifact and card draw, especially you might have tokens being made right there for Preacher. Cavern of Souls, you choose Demon, you choose Cleric, you're pretty much good to go against the counterspell possibilities right there, so that's not a bad idea. And 21 swamps or 20 swamps, depending on where you want to put it. On your sideboard, nowhere to run, not a bad idea, especially getting rid of that ward. Blot Out is never bad either for the exile. Gix's Command, maybe another Live or Die. Gix's Command is great for sweeping low-end stuff, returning stuff to your hand, or for sacrificing, that's good for a 5-drop. Or Cruelty of Gix is not bad either for another Resurrector. I'm not sure about him, but I definitely think that Gix's Command and Live or Die, maybe a few more of those. I wouldn't be mad at you for 3 Unholy Annexes either. It's a little bit much. I think 2 is a good number, but I wouldn't be mad if you put another one in there. So that's where we're going to be running right there. Maybe you need more front-end removal to deal with these aggro decks, so that's why I recommend something like Nowhere to Run that'll -3 out right there. Yeah, if you wanted to do Lochthwain Scorn or something like that, I wouldn't be mad at it. See, you know, any kind of negative that you can deal with mono red with. You know, the Scorn. Yeah, Virtue Persistence wouldn't be bad either if you wanted to do that. I don't care. That's not a bad one. So leave a comment. Tell me what you think. The Dark Ritual is here. Clerics and demons together at last. I like the front end. Very cleric-y. You can actually do a lot with the early front end clerics just doing damage on the ground with the pumps. And then, of course, you finish high with the big boys. And that's always what I want to do. We're going to go into unranked first just to get the... shake out what we need to do. And then we're going to be running some crazy games in ranked. You're going to want to see these ranked games because these games are probably some of the what you're going to want to stick this one out to the end. There's some nuts games in these. So let's get into it, boys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Trexodactyl. There he comes in with the viewers. You're freaking late with the viewers, man. Hey, what's up, Crimson Thorn? Into the flood again. Same old trip it was back then. Boop, bop, boop, boop, bop. Though I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Am I wrong? Have I gone too far to get home? Bop, 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 shh. Am I wrong? Left you here alone. Oh, don't worry about it, man. I ask for answers for a question. If I'm out there asking for if I say genuinely tell me your feelings and you tell me them, what am I? I'm gonna be mad about it. Like, I said, hey, how's everybody feeling? And you gave me a legitimate answer. How's the mutilator? We're trying to get him out. We're trying to mutilate. We're trying to rip and tear and mutilate the innocent. Schwack. Very nice. A schwacker right there. Is he going to schwack again? The second schwack. Very nice. We love to see the second schwack. We do that. Do that. Schwacker on whacker. Boom, boom, draw. He's gonna die from that. Boom. I can activate Valgavoth's Finest, but I want to get the Mutilissi out. Let's say Cleric for now. Ooh. Crabbo. Tap up to 2 creatures. So, I think that Preacher the Schism should come back. It's fucking Crabbo. Yeah, he didn't like that, did you? You didn't like dealing with the freaking Clerics, did you? Freaking guy with his freaking crab Simic player. Blinking Mutilator is hilarious. That would be pretty good. Oh yeah, all the demons have sick ass art. And canonically, the reason that they look so emaciated is the demons that are in Duskmourn are their power is being siphoned off by Valgavoth. So that's why they're not like ripped and muscly and big. And so like skeletal and tattered is because canonically. Yeah, Shuffler said, sit the fuck down, man. Shuffler said, bro, sit down and be quiet for a little bit. You're feeling too good. You were feeling way too good after that big hit, man. You were feeling yourself way too much there, bro. You need to fucking chill. Alright, now we're just not hitting lands, which is not good. I feel like holding a 2-lander is not absurd, but apparently the game said, yeah, it kind of is, man. Gonna be real, it's kind of cringe. Gonna be real, holding a 2-lander, kind of cringe. Mill. Good mill deck. Love it. Love to see Golgari Mill. I'm never mad at a Golgari Mill. Golgari Mill's, you know, it's fair, I guess. Nah, game absolutely said cringe, dude. Sit the fuck down. Game absolutely said fucking cringe. You're fucking posting cringe on main, man. You gotta fucking sit down. You're not getting 3 land drops. Are you fucking kidding me? You think this is fair magic right now? You think we're out here to fucking have you have a good time? Come on, man. Sit the fuck down, bro. You ain't getting no 3 land. I know that 3 mana would open up the whole board for you, but fuck you. How about that instead? How about that? How about you sit on 2 mana for every game? Hmm? Oh, look. There's number 3. Great. Let's put down fucking Dark Ritual over here. Let's do that. Hopefully with the draw engine, Valgavoth's Faithful can do something for me here. Unholy Annex, trigger it, pulled another Unholy Annex, boom. Alright. Balustrade Worm can run in already on me. There he goes. Boom. Gonna run in on me there. No blocks. We'll take the 5. There's a land. We have nothing to resurrect, though, so we're gonna need to do this. Discard a card. We kill you. We discard Terror Eater. Boom. And then we go in for 3. And if Valgavoth's Faithful doesn't die, I don't know if he noticed I got rid of a Valgavoth, but if he didn't, that would be pretty funny if he didn't. Either way, a land off the top would let me run Live or Die, and if not, Faithful can let me run the Resurrector right there. Pass. Take the 2. Do that. Boom. What's he got here? He's got 4 mana, no action. Skyfisher Spider. Okay, there we go. Enters, you may destroy another creature. Who's he going to destroy? Another target non-land permanent. Who's he going to go after right here? Nope, that was the wrong one. That was, in fact, the wrong choice. The right choice would have been get that guy, because I can do this now. Yep. Oof. Okay. So he doesn't even have enough permanents to kill Valgavoth currently. He would need to sacrifice 3. Nowhere to run. He does that on that. He could do it now. He could sacrifice everything he has to get rid of Valgavoth right now. He's gonna do it. Oh, he doesn't even have the oh, nowhere to run. Got through it. Wow. Unfortunately, I'm stronger than that. So we're going to, you know, we're just gonna do that real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do that real quick. How dare he use the own googly eye spider against us, I know. Hey, what's up, Keef and Reefer? Yeah, there's something so old school about a demon servant sacrificing to bring a big demon into play. I know. It's such a lovely synergy. And you can see here he's literally sacrificing himself, I think. He's about to give himself the old bet he's holding 30 kill spells. I don't know, man. I feel like if he was, he'd already played it. I think he's gonna go with the Lumra. And all those go to me. Yeah. He's gonna go in. No, he's not gonna go in. He is gonna go in. He's not gonna go in. Alright, so I have a Lumra, so I can just do this. I can just discard a Crad right there. Valve Mutilator. And then I can just kill him with Valve. There you go. There you go. All right, back on the board. Mojo Black. Should we take it off road, boys? You found a bunch of Lotus Petal. How much are those worth? 23 bucks a piece, looks like. Boom, boom. Hey, what's up, DeRose Karibo? The pipes are calling. Danny boy. Engage the 4-wheel drive. This is absolutely... So today, I'll tell you the truth, guys. I'm going to be 100... I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I played Mono Red Hyper Aggro today. Probably won about 50%. Legitimately won about 50% with it. Won about 50-50. I played for about an hour of trying to do Mono Red Aggro with Leyline, Exploding Mice, the whole 9 yards. 50%. Not that fucking amazing. How come I don't play Alchemy anymore? I will. We're coming to that. We're getting there. Don't worry. It's gonna come back. Let's get rid of that. We will. You should tape the Lotus Petals together and spray paint them black and be like, look, it's a Black Lotus. It was funny today. I had a very funny comment on one of my videos. It says, Jay, whenever you explore, I have literally never seen you hit... I've never seen you hit a... you always seem to hit... you always seem to hit... what's it called? Land. I never see you hit any cards off the top. I think that you have probably hit land every... And I said, yeah, I know. Like, it's not a joke that I have the worst luck out of, like, any person ever. Like, it's a real thing. It's a legitimate phenomenon. Alright, he's probably gonna board wipe, but, whatever. Yes, the Duskmourn Alchemy, I think, comes out next week. I'm not entirely sure when it comes out, but it is soon. Lively Dirge. Wow, we're getting trash here. I'm the trash man. Wow. I'm the trash man. Heist is still a thing, which has kept me a little bit out of there. It scared me away slightly, so that's part of it. Do you usually stream so late? And tonight I couldn't sleep in here. I must actually be a vampire. Part of the joke, yeah, I do stay up late. I'm a night owl. Part of what is also going on here is that Numbskull, holy shit, 32 months, Skibbity Gat, Rizzler, Ohio, Phantom Tax, Brain Rot, etc. Yeah, part of it is that I do stream pretty late. I work a 9 to 5. And, well, more like a 10 to 6. And, let's push. What's he gonna do? Nothing? He's just gonna take the hit? Okay, he's just gonna take the hit. So yeah, then I spend, you know, I eat dinner, I relax a little bit. Holy shit! It's the the skibbity get. It's max damage. Max damage. So funny that you should show up, Mr. Guy. Because we were just talking about none other than Final Fantasy. And how Tactics is the best of all of them. And let's be honest, it is. I was very disappointed I tried to download the Final Fantasy 16 demo. Doesn't work with my graphics card. Literally, like, my series of graphics cards, it's incompatible for. So now I gotta go download it on the PlayStation. I was like, oh, let me play the demo, because it lets you keep your saves and your equipment and your characters. That's cool. I've heard it's really good. And I downloaded it, and it was like, no, this graphics card, your specific series of graphics cards, doesn't work with it. So why don't you just fuck off? How about that, dickhead? And I was like, well, that's not very helpful. You know, that's not a nice thing to say. And it was like, well, what do you want from me? I'm Final Fantasy 16. You know, I don't care. I have a Radeon RX 6800 XFS Merc. I'll take 3 right there. Look at that shit, man. Look at that shit. Wow. Okay. We ain't fucking around now. Okay. No attacks. Boom. And I looked online and everyone was like, yeah, it just doesn't work with that card. So don't even try. Wish I could go to Germany. I can't, though. I gotta renew my passport. I don't know how I let it lapse. I guess a long series of not whatchamacallit, updating it. That'll probably do it. Boom. No, I let my passport lapse. I don't know why that happened, but it happened. I let my passport expire. I guess I hadn't traveled outside of the EA for a while, and I've never renewed it. And I've got all the paperwork to renew it. And I just haven't done it because I don't feel like going downtown and going to the passport office and dealing with all that crap. But I gotta travel soon anyway, so I gotta do it. If he's got a pump for the slick shot, he's in business here, so we'll see. Alright, so he's got that. So we'll do this, we'll do this, and we'll do that. Why not? A mana would be great. No, it's a Preacher of the Chizzle. So yeah, trying to run this with one wheel was just not going to work, I guess. All he needs to do is pump that. Nope, he didn't have the pump. Amazing. Okay, so... I can't get the Vile Mutilator back. We can do that. Can do this. Oh, you didn't go, you're going Arconius. We'll see Arconius. He's gonna pump. There you go. No problems there. No problems there. Again, the pump, and he's good to go. Heartfire Hero, fantastic. And he hits it. Boom. I've never played Ogre Tactics, any kind of Final Fantasy clone, Tactics clone. I try my best, man. It's not that I like that type of game. I have to say this. It's that I like Final Fantasy Tactics. Does that make any sense? Like, I even tried the older Final Fantasy Tactics 2 and the other one. It's that I like that game. Do you know what I mean? There are some other Tactics games that I like. Valkyrie Chronicles, that's the one. That gave me the same kind of feelings as Tactics. I enjoyed that until I hit a fucking skill wall that was 8 miles high, but that's a conversation for another day. But yeah. JRPGs, I can't invest the time in JRPGs anymore, man. It kind of sucks. I wish I could. Isn't it so funny that the Beatles initials spell JRPG? Isn't that the craziest fucking thing ever? John, Paul, George, and Ringo. John, Ringo, Paul, and George. That's just one of those cosmic coincidences. You can find them wearing a shirt that says JRPG on it. They all have their initial on their shirt, and it literally spells out JRPG, which is very funny to me. Very funny. Good luck, Arconius. I'm really stoked for the Final Fantasy set, by the way. I'm really... It's the one thing that's keeping me in the game. If it sucks and it flops and nobody watches my Final Fantasy videos, I may quit. I'm not going to lie. I may quit content creation. If it's an absolute unmitigated disaster, I'm expecting another Lord of the Rings situation where it's going to explode. In my opinion. I think it's going to be huge. I know that people bitch about Universes Beyond, but I think after talking to some people on the Necrons, about Necrons and 40k players, I think it got a lot of people into the game. I think it ropes a lot of people into the game, and as I've said multiple times, I'm happy when people are playing Magic, when they're getting into the game. So yeah, I'm not mad if they got to do that, if they got to make all kind of weird shit to get people into the game, man. It is what it is. What do you mean? They're already making it. You mean they wouldn't allow it to be bad, or they wouldn't allow it to be made, period? Because they're literally making it. It's coming out next year. It's coming out in like 6 months. Well, the Forgotten... Oh, be made bad. But isn't stuff like Warhammer and Final Fantasy fits... I mean, lore-wise, I think anything that has a fantastic element. I think the only one that was, in my opinion, was a flavor fail. If we're talking about flavor fails, I think that Walking Dead did not make any fucking sense. I think that's the only one that rubbed me the wrong way, if I'm being 100% honest. That one felt weird. But all the other ones, perfectly fine in my opinion. Walking Dead was bizarre. Because they're just on Earth, you know? Pro Woomy Gamer, are you a big fan of Splatoon? I believe that's what that is. Cruel Claws Heist. Target reveals. Is he gonna gift me a card? Yeah. Didn't even try. Fallout Tactics. He's going to play removal on something here. Is he going to discard a crad? Played Inkling in Smash. Okay, there you go. All right. We have drawn nothing but garbage. We have had the most Garbo draws I've ever seen. We drew, out of 14 cards, we drew 8 mana and 4 removals. So, you know, there's that. Fallout's on Earth. Yeah, Fallout is on Earth. It's on Fantasy Earth. And it's not on modern Earth. Like, does that make any sense? Like, it takes place on a magical Earth. I realize there's zombies in Walking Dead, but there's no real supernatural elements. There's other supernatural elements and fantastical elements in this other one, and it's just, to me, it just, I don't know, something about it just didn't quite hit right for me, you know? Zavorites, the favorites. The #1 Davorites. Someone just subscribed. Mill 4 cards. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, he's trying to get Valga Voth out, okay. Because if he's on the table, you've already lost. He's trying to reanimate him. Let's see if he runs him right here. I don't know if he's got it. Yeah, baby, he's got it. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. I don't think he's got it. Okay, so he's going to get Valky. He's going to get Valga. Big Locket Prankster. Is he gonna res him again? Royalty of Gix, yeah. Put another one down. Yeah, we're in a perpetual cycle here, and we haven't loaded our guy with Valga either. So, whoa, he didn't do it. Okay, let's do this. Evolve Sleeper becomes the guy. Evolve Sleeper becomes the guy. Evolve Sleeper becomes the guy. Unholy Annex, good. Alright. I mean, those are obviously cash grabs, but I'm surprised he just didn't immediately do it. He should have just done it right away and he'd been in pole position there, but I'm not getting any of my good reanimators. I drew really bad. I drew all my removals. This would have been great against mono red, but against this reanimator, it's not going to work well. There's a Traxa. Oh, I think that was a mistake. I think that may have been a mistake. He may have misplayed with that. Well, he wants Squirm and Emergence. He's going to be able to res anything. He's in the position where it doesn't really matter what he does. So we're going to push this in. Let's see if he wants to go for it. He does not. So we're going to do this. Oof. We're going to do pay 3 life. Oof. And we're going to go that. Draw. Preacher of the Schism. Boom. Put a creature. He can resurrect twice now. So he can not only put Valgavoth and Atraxa down. So, I mean, he's in good shape. He once Reanimator gets going, they're fine. If you shut down what they're doing early, then they kind of just fumble. But I think he's fine. I don't think he's in any kind of real danger. I can bring out my own Valgavoth next turn if he doesn't kill Shadowrite Priest, but he's in good shape. He's perfectly fine. Finding the third path. So if he pulls a kill, who's he gonna bring? Well, the Forgotten, or Cruel Claw's Heist, Harvester of Misery, Squirm and Emergence. What's he gonna grab? Oh, he's probably gonna play the kill on Shadowrite Priest, I'm sure. Oh, he did that. Okay. All right, resolve. Boom. Could play him. Wolf Sleeper. There's Valgavoth. Can't even hardcast him. SMH my head. Can't even hardcast my own Valgavoth. He stole a bunch of crap. He can play Terror Eater. Well, he can't play those without playing the life from them, which is pretty funny. Valgavoth's Faithful. Probably play the res off that. We'll do no blocks. For 4. Whoa. Okay. Cruelty of Gix, he's gonna res. Who's he gonna res? Atraxa, probably. I told you, once Reanimator's set up, they're fine. They're not in any kind of danger. I mean, when you can play Atraxa 50 times in a row, you know, what else do you need? They're not in any kind of real. They're not on any kind of real threat here. I mean, he's kind of out of Reanimator targets. I could pull a mana right here at 41 and play Valg, and I'd be okay, but still, I mean, he could play Valg and kick it right back to me, so it largely doesn't matter. Do I have a Valg in my graveyard? No, I have nothing good in my graveyard, so most I can do is bust that open and play another one of those. And that way I can double hit him there. Land, Vile Mutilator, boom. Exile copy, he can play just a direct removal. You see the problem. You know, 4 colors had it all. I do mono black Valgavoth, easy res. Gonna grab that, gifted me a card. He'll probably take Vile Mutilator or Valgavoth. Hey, what's up, Golgotha Golgari? I like your name. Carlama Face, welcome to the show. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Good to see Blake back. Just made a Halloween themed demon deck. Good stuff. Halloween demons is fun, as we know. As we know, Halloween demons can be fun. I'm just kind of playing this out to see where it heads. I just put up a Golgari deck yesterday. Golgoroth Golgi. Boom. There you go. Just gonna go with this. Down to 1. Is he gonna counterspell me? Sacrifice a creature, earn enchantment. Oof. Valgavoth's faithful. I put a blue-white tempo in Discord. I have to walk the dogs. Give your opinion, Jay. You get 10 minutes or so. Sure thing, Zaverts. I'll take a look at it. Tempo as in you mean control, but I don't want to admit it's control, or what? What are we doing there? Bounding in the 3rd path. Very nice. Klooms, hey Jay, I've been watching your videos all week. Just got back into the game. You have some really good ideas. Thank you, man. Ryan, Klooms, thank you for joining us right here, guys. I appreciate it. Who's he gonna kill? He's gonna destroy target creature or planeswalker. It's gonna be the Vile Mutilator. How many cards left in his library? 17. Believe it or not. Boom. I'm gonna kill that guy. Boom. Let's go for Emergence. Very nice. Now there's 13 left. Lumra of the Bellow of the Woods. Say its name. Mill. Now there's 10 left. That's pretty funny. Lively Dirge. Okay. I have 9 mana. What we're going to do is we're going to dirge out Faithful and Preacher. And we're going to take it from there. You can run this, you can respect this Oppo for not running Jace. I think he might be in kind of a spot of bother here. He can hardcast Valg, which he's gonna do. Annex Clutch, absolutely. Annex goated right here, man. Torn Oculus. Okay. Dread. That might backfire on him a little bit. We'll see. Valgy. He's gonna go for it, yeah. We're gonna do that. Boom. Boom. That dies. Gonna put that down. Gain and drain, pop. Gain and drain, pop. File mute. Running out. We're running out of cards here, man. Which is kind of funny. If he does another Atraxa, he might mill himself. He's gonna Squirm and Merge the Valg. Very nice. Not unexpected. The Lure of the Woods. Return all land cards. Fantastic. That has 2 cards left in his library. Say its name. He's going to exile. Thrice Called. Very cool. Founding a third path. Target player mills 4 cards. He should target himself, and then he'll be in great shape. Is Oculus optional? I think so. I think he's just throwing it on there. Exile, instant sorcery. What is he going to play? A kill card? He's going to play a kill card. Bitter Triumph on who? On that demon. Boom. Manifest Dread. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Because as soon as he goes, he's got to draw off a dead pile, right? No, he dreaded. He dreaded the Oculus. Yeah, he's going to try to draw from a dead pile, so... and it triggers, milled out. I can't believe we succeeded on that. I'll make this into a video just for this one victory right here. Holy crap. Oopsie doopsie, man. It is rare. It is rare that some crap like that ever happens, but my man reanimated himself to death. That is hilarious. That is just... oh, man, if that's not worth your price of admission right there. That's why we love Magic. Holy crap. All right, guys, we're going to leave that one right there for tonight. I mean, we kind of proved our point. Aside from getting mono-redded 3 times in a row, if you discount the mono-red losses, which was 3 of them, did quite well. Did in the 60%, 60-70% range. Did quite well for ourselves. So, fun deck, ultimately. Yeah. We got to thank... for the version of this was posted, I think it was going to be Cassius. I believe Cassius posted this version. Yeah, so we're going to thank Cassius K for that. Until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Bye-bye.